When I arrived 16 years ago, people were still going, oh, it's so good that it's been back for a couple of years now. Let's hope it continues. And Josh tonight has joined us and is now about to see the same life cycle happen again.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing it, because when I first started watching Doctor Who as a very young child, it was right at the start of the revival, so it would be interesting to see a new hiatus and see everything come full circle in my own life.
I thought it was better than last series, because like there's every episode, like last series I did enjoy it, but there's maybe one episode I was like, oh, I'm not too good on that, or like there's maybe it's like I liked it, but like there's been mostly every episode I've been like, oh, that was really good. Like Whoop Up Revolution was quite good. Loved Lux, loved the Well. I'm not too keen on Lucky Day. I like the story in the engine. I loved the Interstellar Song Contest. Westworld was alright, and then I did quite like the Reality War. Robot Revolution was average. Lux and The Well were great, and Lucky Day I thought was another solid episode. The story in the engine, I liked it too. Interstellar Song Contest, my opinion started to go south, and Wishworld thought it was a solid prelude to a finale. In Reality War, first half was not too bad, but major nosedive after the second.
I'm sorry, in my view, I did not like the majority of this series. I liked maybe 2 of the episodes, and the rest were all either so-so or awful, and yeah, it needs to go on a break, I'm sorry.
Well, I think somebody put it across really well in one of the articles I was reading online, that they missed there being, to be honest, pretty mediocre filler episodes, because those were the spaces where we got time with the characters.
Yeah.
We didn't always get it perfect, but those 13 episode series that we used to have gave you time to get to know your companion and your doctor and feel something.
Yeah, the whole season does feel like there's been at least like a third chopped off of it somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know if this is Disney, because like I feel like there's been Disney shows that I've watched that I felt like that as well, so I don't know if this is a Disney thing. But yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is great. RTD has went away, he's smashed it, he's done amazing things. He's going to come back and tell a character-led story. He's going to go away from the world of Moffat and Chibnall getting lost down weird plot avenues.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I think Russell's just got too complacent. I think he's just got this mentality that I'm Russell T Davies. I can do what I like. I could do no wrong. And he's surrounded by people that are afraid, that are nervous to go up to him and say, that's not such a good idea. It's because of that, I think Russell should probably just not be showrunner of Doctor Who anymore.
This whole RTD2 era has been retreading stuff we've already seen. For like the past 4 episodes, we've had 3 flashbacks to classic Who characters, or classic Who revival and stuff like that.
Montages with all the Doctors.
Yeah, basically the Doctor put on BBC iPlayer during 3 out of 4 episodes. It doesn't work. I mean, we know about this, and it was fine for the story of the engine because it made sense during that, but not during the past 2 episodes, when literally on one of them it's just on the TARDIS monitor and it just looks like you put on BBC iPlayer.
This is the writer who gave us Years and Years, who gave us It's a Sing, such brilliant, nuanced shows, layering, and now all of a sudden he's just giving us this drivel. I have seen more coherent and attractive piles of dog on the pavement.
To me anyway, it felt like the whole show since the new series 1 or season 15, whatever it's really called, felt like it was getting torn in 2 different directions, where it was trying to go for this great character development with like Ruby and Belinda, but then equally trying to do these massive storylines with like the God of Death and like Omega coming back.
And I just feel like it just didn't quite gel because we started with Ruby and it was like maybe it was going to be promising, but then Ruby was gone before we really got to know her.
Yeah.
And then Belinda, oh, it looks promising. She's fighting the Doctor. She's got a place in the world.
There was a bit
we
of
know who
argument,
she
a bit
is. There was a
of
vibe, a bit of
tension
tension.
there.
We know who she is. We know where she is in the world. And then we don't get any with her. We don't get any time with her. We get so little time before suddenly we're in a 2-part finale.
And she's very much single-minded. She wants to get home, and that's it. I as much as I like her having that one thing and that thing to argue with the Doctor about, I'd like if they maybe expanded that a little more.
Whomever the creative team are, they are treating fans like idiots. That they will serve up and just expect us to eat it up and be grateful. It is insulting. It is deeply insulting and offensive. The quality of the writing is abysmal.
And it's such a shame because Shitty's such a good actor during this series, and they've kind of wasted him, and it's a shame.
I felt he was going into his Doctor a lot more this series.
Yeah.
I got like a better kind of... He seemed more well-rounded this series. I feel like last series, you know, certain episodes maybe kind of highlighted or locked in on certain things more than others. Whereas this series, he was starting to feel more like the genuine article. Like every episode, he was getting to do a little bit of something.
I just feel like they didn't give him the chance to shine
in
the way that he could have. And I think that's been the note across the board because I know, like Millie Gibson, an amazing actor. I mean, she got a few chances to shine, like 73 Yards and like Lucky Day.
Yeah, but I felt like a lot of that came in like Lucky Day in particular, where it was after the fact, which felt a bit odd to me. It's like I
only
didn't
the end
feel
going, that finally gave us some proper character development for Ruby.
I just feel like it needs to go back to being more random stories versus having this arc, because I think the arcs are not working right, especially when you only have 8 episodes to like develop these characters. Maybe if the companion had been over 2 series, then maybe it could have worked, but...
It was nice to see Jodie and Joe Martin, but they need to do their own thing. They do new stories, new ideas, new concepts, new actors, new showrunners, writers, directors, all of that. Because at the moment, we keep getting reused Doctor actors, reused writers, directors, showrunners, and the show is stepping back into the past, where at this point it's nostalgia baiting you to be like, Billy Piper, David Tennant, Catherine Tate, oh look, we have all these characters, come back. But the show needs to move forward. As everything does in life, you can't look back on the past, you can only move forward into the future. And the show needs to understand that right now.
I won't be upset if it takes a pause for a few years to come back refreshed.
Yeah, no, a hiatus and some new writers and showrunners, I would not be offended by that in any way, not at all.
I'm not giving up on Doctor Who as a whole, but as the current show, with Russell T Davies still in charge, I'm likely, probably, I'll watch it, I guess, but more out of obligation than anything else, if I'm going to be honest. And that sucks.
As you can clearly see, this show is a part of me. It's been with me since childhood. I think about it every day. It has influenced me on a fundamental level. I will stand by this show like it is my own family till the day I die. So yes, I do think it should come back with a different writer. I love Russell, don't get me wrong. I have all the respect in the world for him as a person and everything, but this has been a letdown. I think the series as a whole has been good, but this has been a letdown, and I think we just need some new blood, I think.
I went to the pictures to see this. There was a lot of people there, and from what I can tell, there was a lot of people in other screenings. This show, while it might not be the biggest fan base, the biggest franchise in the world, it does have a solid fan base.
Yeah.
It can always bring itself back up. Like, I've never been of the opinion, like, if Doctor Who went away for a few years, that's it. It can never come back.
Yeah.
I feel like if it needs a break, just take a break. Like, I'm not bothered, like, really.
Yeah, because it's amazing how fast the fandom has went from, before the series started, they were like, no, we don't want the show to be cancelled, we never wanted it to be cancelled, it's so good, so much potential, Shitty's great, Russell's great. And then, literally, after this episode ended, I had went on social media, and all that I got was so many messages about it needing to be stopped, it needing to be they cancelled, paused the Wilderness Years Part 2, and it's not like the BBC helped themselves either. After 20 minutes after the episode ended, they released their own spoilers, which must mean anyone who had work on that day, had events, family events, whatever, came back and like, oh, I'm going to sit down and watch Doctor Who now. I want to go on like Instagram, Billy Piper's the Doctor. I mean, why do that for your own promotion? Why not wait a day or something? I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
I don't know. It's just with Billy Piper back as the Doctor. Nothing against Billy Piper herself, but are we really doing this again, like we did with David Tennant? I don't know.
I think the show should go on hiatus for a while. I think that's actually the best thing for it.
Yeah. Like, I'm saying I want it cancelled. I just think they need a break from it. They need to it needs to be shaken up again by a different creative team, I think. It's just so stale and wacky at this moment, but not in a fun way.
For me, I'm definitely not in the camp of some people who are going to be burning everything or never watching it again. Of course I'm going to still be watching it, I just won't be happy with where it's going. Because I was not happy with David coming back, but that's because I did not like the idea of it, not the fact that David was coming back, just the idea of it. That makes it even worse.
And I think the show should end. I think it needs to stop. It needs a rest, and when I'm hoping when it does come back, it needs fresh blood completely. No connection to RTD or to Moffat or to Chibnall. Completely fresh slate.
Yeah, well, it's this funny thing that, I remember when I joined the Who Society in 2009, we'd just seen the End of Time Part 2, and it was the end of Russell. And then you kind of had everyone, going, oh, Russell, stupid Russell. And then we went into Moffat, and then everyone was going, oh, if only we had Russell back.
It's only good in retrospect.
Exactly, and then we went to Chibnall, and after everyone moaning about Moffat for years, then everyone's going, oh, if only we'd have Moffat back. And now I think it just gets to the stage that we've got to the end of RTD2, and everyone's going, ooh, maybe Chibnall had some points.